Welcome to our video, 10 Myths About Global Warming. Today, we're diving deep into some common misconceptions that surround climate change, debunking myths that can cloud our understanding and hinder action. From the belief that global warming isn't real to the idea that it's too late to make a difference, we'll explore each myth and provide you with the facts. Join us as we clarify the truth about global warming and its impact on our planet and future generations. Let's get started. Myth: global warming isn't happening. The belief that global warming is a hoax or simply not occurring is a misconception that has been debunked by scientific evidence. Over the past century, the Earth's temperature has been rising at an unprecedented rate. The past decade was recorded as the hottest on record, with satellite data, surface temperature measurements, and ocean heat content all confirming this alarming trend. It's not just the air that's warming. The oceans are absorbing much of this heat, causing them to expand and sea levels to rise. The evidence is clear and compelling, leaving little room for doubt about the reality of global warming. Myth: climate change is natural and not human-caused. While it's true that the Earth's climate has changed naturally over millions of years, the current warming trend is distinct. This rapid warming is primarily due to human activities, such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. These actions have significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Unlike natural climate variations, which occur over thousands of years, the recent rise in temperatures has occurred over just a few decades, aligning with the industrial era's surge in carbon emissions. The fingerprint of human influence is evident in the climate records, making it clear that this change is not just a natural fluctuation. 3. Myth: global warming will only affect future generations. The misconception that global warming is a problem for future generations ignores the reality that its effects are already being felt today. We are witnessing more frequent and intense heat waves, which pose health risks and strain energy resources. Rising sea levels are threatening coastal communities, leading to displacement and loss of habitat. Additionally, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts have become more common and severe, causing widespread damage and economic loss. The impacts of global warming are not confined to the future. They are happening now, affecting millions of lives globally. Myth: scientists disagree about global warming. A common myth is that there's significant disagreement among scientists regarding global warming. In reality, there is a strong consensus in the scientific community. Over 97% of climate scientists agree that global warming is occurring and that human activity is the main driver. This agreement is based on decades of research and thousands of peer-reviewed studies. The overwhelming scientific evidence supports the reality of climate change, and the consensus underscores the urgency of addressing it. The notion of widespread scientific disagreement is a misrepresentation of the facts. Myth: cold winters disprove global warming. Some people think that experiencing cold winters means global warming isn't real. However, global warming doesn't mean the end of winter. Instead, it disrupts weather patterns, causing unusual weather events, including extreme cold spells in certain regions. Changes in the jet stream and polar vortex behavior can bring frigid air to areas that typically experience milder winters. These anomalies are consistent with climate change predictions. demonstrating that global warming can lead to more unpredictable and extreme weather, not just warmer temperatures. Myth: renewable energy can't replace fossil fuels. The idea that renewable energy cannot replace fossil fuels is outdated. Technological advancements have made renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower increasingly viable and cost-effective. Many countries are already transitioning to clean energy grids, reducing their reliance on fossil fuels. Renewable energy not only helps mitigate global warming by reducing carbon emissions, but also promotes energy independence and economic growth. The transition to a renewable energy future is not only possible, but already underway, proving that a sustainable energy system is within reach. Myth: carbon dioxide is natural and harmless. While carbon dioxide, CO2, is indeed a natural component of the Earth's atmosphere, the problem lies in its excessive concentration due to human activities. The burning of fossil fuels, industrial processes, and deforestation have increased CO2 levels to amounts higher than any recorded in the past 800,000 years. This surplus of CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, leading to the greenhouse effect and global warming. It's important to recognize that while CO2 is natural, its current levels are anything but harmless, posing a significant threat to the planet's climate stability. Myth: global warming is good for agriculture. Some argue that global warming could benefit agriculture by extending growing seasons. However, this view overlooks the negative impacts of climate change on farming. While some regions might experience longer growing periods, others face droughts, heat stress, and unpredictable weather patterns which threaten crop yields. The increased frequency of extreme weather events can devastate agricultural lands, leading to food shortages and insecurity. Farmers around the world are already struggling to adapt to these changes, highlighting that global warming is more of a threat than a boon to agriculture. Myth: individual actions don't matter. There's a myth that individual actions are insignificant in the fight against global warming, but this is far from the truth. While systemic changes are crucial, individual efforts can collectively make a significant impact. Simple actions like reducing energy consumption, minimizing waste, and advocating for climate-friendly policies contribute to a larger movement towards sustainability. When individuals change their habits, it creates demand for greener products and policies, encouraging businesses and governments to adopt sustainable practices. Every action counts, and together we can make a difference. 10. Myth: it's too late to do anything about global warming. The belief that it's too late to combat global warming is a defeatist attitude that undermines the potential for positive change. While time is indeed limited, immediate and ambitious action can mitigate the worst impacts of global warming. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy, and implementing adaptive strategies can help manage the unavoidable changes. It's not about reversing the damage entirely, but about preventing further harm and adapting to a new reality. There is still hope, and every effort made today can shape a better future.